Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video we have an Elder Scrolls Call to Arm Battle Mode Battle Report for you, and today I'm going to be playing with the Adventurers, except I'm going to do something cool. I'm going to play with all Wizards. This should be a ton of fun, and I'm going to be versing my mate Nick, who's going to be bringing along the Draugr, who are currently in playtest. You can find their rules available to download from Elder Scrolls Call to Arms on the Mithras website. We're going to be playing a scenario called This Land Is Ours. It's all about controlling territories on the battlefield. The battlefield will be split into 4 territories, 2 player, 2 treasure. It's all about controlling opposite territories. So let's get cracking on. Let's check out the Warbands fighting over Skyrim and get into the game. So here we have 200 points of Adventurers. We're going to be playing something interesting today. We're going to do a full Wizard party. So Mercurio is going to lead our Wizards. So he's from the Adventurer. He's going to have Sparks, Iron Flesh equipped to begin with, and then he's also got a bound sword up the top. We're then going to have Heimskir, our one available Stormcloaks. We've got 1 Imperial as well in our Adventurer party. He's going to have Fire Rune and Healing. And then we're going to have the Priestess of Arche. She's going to have Healing Hands up in her inventory, and then Fireball and Lesser Ward equipped to begin with. 200 points, or 200 Septims on the nose for the Adventurers. This is going to be a fun little warband to play. And we're there playing against 200 Septims of Draugr. So we've got the Draugr Overlord, who's going to have Frost Breath as his shout, and then have the Ebony War Axe as his weapon. He's going to be scary for our Wizards to fight. We then have 3 of the Draugr with Greatswords and 3 Skeleton Archers, rounding out 200 points of Draugr. And then for adversaries on the table, we've got the Giant Frostbite Spider, the Snow Bear, 2 Cave Bears, Ice Wolf, some regular wolves, and some more small Frostbite Spiders. And so, forces are all deployed. We placed our treasure tokens on the board. Along with adversaries, we spawned 5 to begin the game with. So that means we have 5 objectives, and there's 5 creatures all across all the objectives on the table. For us, we've gone down here in this corner hard with our 3 little warband of adventurers. These scenarios where we have to control lots of the table are certainly hard for adventurers. We just don't have as many models as, say, a Draugr faction does, where they can deploy half their forces nice and spread. So we just don't have the numbers. But we are a bunch of amazing wizards, so let's see how this goes. Alright, and so time to draw the quest card for the adventurers. What have we got? We have a Jarl's Justice. 1 enemy model with a ranged weapon. Choose 1 enemy model with a ranged weapon to be the Poacher. That model gains a Berserk token. Remove the Poacher as a casualty before the game ends for 3 victory points.
We've done that.
Alrighty, so for our O's for the Adventurers, we're going to go Stronghold. At the end of the game, no adversaries will be in my home quarter, and then we'll go Excavate as well. I'll search the treasure token that was placed nearest to the center of the board. Alright, so Draugr, Battle Mode, your Oath. So let's see what your first one is.
Roll.
3.
Ooh, and then second roll is a 3.
So an old enemy. At the start of the game, choose 1 enemy hero. Once per round, that model may add G to 1 skill or attribute test. The chosen model must be removed as a casualty. So you choose 1 of my heroes and they get better. Before we get into today's video, we'd like to give a special thanks to our channel sponsors. First of all, to Mithras Games, who provides us with all our amazing game mats for the channel. Terrainheim, who provides us with MDF terrain and the amazing trackers you see in games like Warhammer Age of Sigmar on the channel. The Dice Guy for supplying us with amazing dice, and Monty's Tabletop Terrain for supplying us with fantastic 3D printed terrain at an affordable price. Thank you all for your support on the channel. If you'd like to go and have a look at any of these companies, we'll leave links to all 4 of them down in the description of the video. Alright, and so for that, he's picked Heimskir, so he can add a green to 1 skill check once per round. And then this is the treasure token that I'm going to have to try and take. Alright, so we're going to activate Mercurio first. We're going to go with a Flames to begin with. 5, that hits for 2 points of damage on the wolf.
They have an unrating of yellow.
Cool. So we'll go with a yellow dice for the wolf's defense. Nothing, 2 damage. It pops him. Lovely.
1 victory point.
1 victory point for Mercurio, and then I think we'll just go with a move as our second action. We won't actually bring up another spell.
Adventures can open just for free.
Alright, so it's a lock chest. This is not good for Mercurio. I need to roll a 1 or a crit to open it. And I critically fail.
Ooh.
That means it's trapped.
Trapped, yes.
And so we have a poison gas trap. Add the following damage to the target model. So to yellow area 3. So if you would like to.
Yep.
2 yellow. 1 damage. So that's it. So I've got my armor. And so Cosmic Hero's got mage armor, we've got red, and we ignore it.
Lovely.
So no damage for me, thankfully. Alright, so Skeleton Archie here has moved ever so slightly. He's out of long range, out of short range, so he's at long range, so 2 yellow.
That is
miss.
not a hit.
Missed anyway. Alright, so we've moved up Homescare and we're going to try and cast Flame Rune. We need to get a 4 or less. We got a crit. Cool. Which,
Yeah, just casts it.
yeah, awesome. So we get to place the Fire Rune, so we're going to put it here. If that wolf ever moves, he's going to get blown up. So we've popped down the Fire Rune there because he's going to move towards the closest enemy. So if he tries to get Homescare, he's going to get blown up. So that's my activation. Your turn again.
Okay.
So Skeleton Archer shooting down at the spider here.
That's a critical hit.
Crit.
Can't get criticals, but it's still 3 damage.
So save 1, but 2 will be enough to
Pop the spider.
pop him. Alrighty, so we've moved up the Priestess Arche. She's going to go with using her Fireball at the wolf there. That'll be a crit.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's a dead wolf.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's 4 points of damage.
Saves 2.
Takes 2. That also adds a red as well.
Yep, that's a helmet there.
So
Takes 4.
Takes 4, yeah, he's dead.
Get another victory point.
And so that's 1 barbecued wolf there. It's into the rest of the activations. We'll bring up what we need to as it comes about. Alright, so the rest is just Draugr moving up across the table in the different areas. So with that, no one's going to control this quarter at the end of the turn because we both got 1. Because he's not wholly within.
Just double check he is...
Yeah, so end of the round was in with this one, so I've got 2, you got 1, so I get a point for this one, and then you obviously are unopposed at the top corner, so you get 1 for theirs. With that.
Are we counting?
And so the Frostbite Spider there just goes and hides behind the corner, and then we've got the wolf to do its thing. He got the crossed swords. And so the wolf just moves down to there. With that said, it's time for round 2, but before that we've got the event. So it is the Adventurer's event this turn. Desperate Measures. Choose one of your models. That model adds green to all its attack rolls for next round, but must discard 1 of its armor dice whenever it is attacked. So I'm going to put that on the Priestess of Arche because she has no downside to getting that. She has no armor anyway, and so she's just going to get a green dice for her long-range fireball. We'll take that.
Nice.
Alright, so spawning in one of the adversaries. 1 giant Frostbite Spider. And so we've put the giant Frostbite Spider over here. I think my best chance of actually killing the Draugr Overlord is not killing it myself. We played this enough. Skyrim normally wins. Alrighty, so Draugr with the greatsword moves in there to fight the wolf. So
he's going to spend a...
So aiming his attack for a green for the Draugr. Let's see what he does.
He needs 3. That's a hit.
That's a hit. That's 2 points of damage.
Punishing 1.
Alright, so Mr. Wolf has a yellow dice for defense. Heals 1, takes a wound, but that kills off Mr. Wolf. Alright, so Mercury is going to try and cast a bound sword. I need a 3 or less to cast it. 7, fail to. We might then try... Yeah, we've got nothing else we can do. So we'll go for a search first for free. So 10 fails, but most importantly. And then we'll just move him. So Mercury will end his movement over there. Your activation.
I will move up this Skeleton Archer.
Alrighty, so Skeleton Archer moves up into short range, so he's aiming his shot.
Alright, needing 3 or less.
Crits.
Crit. I can't get
Can't
crits,
get
but I got...
only a point of damage.
Adds yellow.
Okay.
Oh no, it's piercing 1. It's piercing 1, sorry.
Piercing 1, so I've got to negate 1 for the frostbite. He doesn't, takes a wound. So moved up Heimskir, and then we're going to search because he's technically not part of the faction. Heimskir gets a 3, but that's not enough to crack it. Need a 1 or a crit there. So we've got 2 chests potentially open. So your turn. Draugr Overlord's moved into the giant frostbite spider.
He's going to spend a stamina to aim.
Yep.
That's definitely a hit. Oh, I don't know.
And you got to roll your white dice as well.
Even
there,
if I roll a 10, it's a hit. It's definitely a hit. Alright, so that is add black.
Oh. For 5.
5 damage.
I can stay alive on this with a giant frostbite spider. I do not though. he dies.
Squish.
Alrighty, so just moved up, and then it's just the rest of the Draugr, and we'll go through all of them. Alrighty, so your first Draugr is going to take a shot at Heimskir.
Get green to aim.
Crits.
Can't critical though, but still hits.
2 damage.
2 damage.
I think it's just gonna...
Piercing 1.
Yeah, it's just gonna take Heimskir down.
Alright, so it goes down.
Alright, it's an endurance test for Heimskir after he's taken down. 6 fails. Alright, so adversary is just the Frostbite Spider there. What does he do?
3, that is, I think, attack.
Attack, so he's gonna jump over and try and get him.
Yep.
Alright, so Frostbite Spider into the Draugr Overlord. Let's see what he does. Crit.
Ow.
So black dice added.
4. No bonuses, so
No
that's
bonuses, so 4 damage to try and ignore.
Okay, I have 4 health, so I need to block at least 1. Wow, I'm down.
And Draugr Overlord's down. Endurance test.
Yes. There we go. Endurance 5. Critical.
Back up with a health.
Yee. Wow, it's stunned, staggered.
So the event for the Draugr lost treasure. Placed a master treasure chest on the gaming area closer than 8 inch to any player controlled model. Placed as far away as possible otherwise.
Alright. Minuses.
Alrighty, so we've moved up the priestess. Okay, she's going to try and fireball. 2, she got it.
Ooh. Any bonuses?
Helmet also adds red. So that is 4 points of damage to each of those Draugr because it's an area effect and we'll hit both.
I don't.
Nick did both your saves, didn't help those Draugr at all. She rolls 2 and gets me 2 victory points straight up. Nice.
That's very helpful.
So Draugr Overlord is going to try and save his life versus the Frostbite Spider. Apparently I thought that the big spider was the way to kill it. Apparently it's little ones. So let's see what he does.
7 minus 2 is 5, which is enough because it's 6 now.
Yep.
However, it's helmet, so
it's got 2 points. So let's see what the spider saves on. And helmet, does that do anything? So Mikuru has moved up thanks to his destruction mastery. I get a green. I'm boosting the spell twice. 7 minus 3, that's 4. So it's going to be 3 points of damage plus a helmet, which won't add anything. So just 3 points of damage. So you need to roll your yellow. Double yellow, or you're dead. Single and get him. Cool. I'll take that, and then I'm going to use a free action.
Yep.
So, free treasure. Still need to roll the dice though, because if I roll a crit, it's double treasure. If I roll the cross swords, it's still a trap. Nothing. So it's just a single piece of treasure. What do I get? I've got a fine dwarven sword. I'll take that.
You use one-handed weapons. Actually, is that better than your bound sword?
Yeah, it is.
It
Cool.
really is.
Alright, so your next activation, you've moved up Skeleton Archer in front to protect the Overlord, going into the wolf.
Critical hit, but...
Just a point of damage though.
Hold on. Helmet.
So he rolled the helmet, which meant he got piercing 1, so technically I need to roll the double. Which I do.
Oh!
The wolf is alive.
Okay. That's annoying.
Alrighty, so the wolf's going to start with activations.
Aggressive.
He's aggressive, so he's just going to go into your skeleton, who we know is within 12.
He's going to die.
So the wolf had to run, so that means he's 3 per turn. Stamina is spent, so he's green, yellow, yellow into the skeleton.
He misses.
Misses. Cool, that's that. Now the bear actually wants to come towards me because he's closer to that, so, and he is. Oh no, Oblivion. So, the fire reed is going to go off instead onto the bear, so yellow for its damage. It's going to do 8 points of damage to the bear. So which means he has a yellow, and he ignores it, and the fire ring goes. So, event for the turn, we have Arrow to the Knee. Choose one of your own models to assign a slow token to it. Obviously going to be Mikuru this turn.
Yep. That's a joke.
And so, the Draugr moves up, which means the bear activates. He moves, and now he's going to attack my Priestess of Arcane. Ouch.
Okay, yeah, and he will...
Alright, so the bear attacking the Priestess.
That's a hit for 2. Helmet is nothing.
So 2, I've got nothing, so I am alive. I got 3 wounds.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, so we're going to put up Lesser Ward first on the Priestess. Definitely got it. Cool, so that's off. Now we're going to try and retreat.
Alright.
So the bear gets a free attack.
Criticals.
Crits.
Oh, dear.
Ouch.
5 damage, yeah.
See, I can actually save this.
You've only got 1 wound left, so...
I've got a red, so I can add another red. So red, 3. No, take 2. She goes down. She actually goes down there.
Yep.
And then we have a save to make.
Test.
Endurance test save.
Her endurance is 4. She
3.
survives, so she is.
So Draugr Overlord's moved in. He's going to try and get rid of the wolf there. So.
What was that green one there for?
That was a wolf stamina, I think. Anyway, skeletons, yeah. So go for it. See what we get.
8 minus 3 is 5, which is enough.
So it's going to die no matter what. So
Yeah, it's got an additional bleed.
kills it.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mercurio is going to electrify the bear. So yeah, we are.
Add black. And that is a skull, which for sure.
So he's got 6 points of damage, takes 2, so it takes 4.
4, which is enough to kill him.
Cool. Quite happily do that because it's my activation first next turn, which is important. Yeah. Alright, so aiming.
Is that within 8?
No, you were 9.
Yeah, just out.
Yeah.
Cool.
So trying to kill off the priestess.
Fails.
Yes.
You're lucky.
That's big.
So you spent 2 stamina. And then I'll just do the rest of my maneuver abilities, which I think is
just a skeleton archer.
Yeah.
So, event for the Draugr. We're going to have fresh orders. Akira has arrived with an urgent message for your patron. Draw a quest card, even if it means you have more than one in play at once. Snuff out the sect. Remove more than half the enemy party as casualties for 3 victory points. So activation Mercurio just goes and helps his friend up. Your activation, Draugr into the priestess, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. Yeah. On there. We're in combat.
Cool, cool.
Right.
So Draugr into the priestess. Fail, please. Fail.
5 minus 1 minus additional 2 is a hit for 4 piercing 1.
It's gonna put her fucking down again. Stop dying. So I've got my endurance check. 5 failed.
So I complete my quest.
Alright, so Skeleton Archer aiming at Mercurio then.
What dice?
What dice?
Beautiful.
See what we do.
That's a miss.
We missed. And then your other archer will come in and take a shot at Mercurio.
He's going to retreat first.
So Skeleton Archer moving into my territory. Mercurio, go for it.
Aiming. It's a miss anyway.
Yep.
Skeleton Archers are renowned.
And then you've just got your Draugr Overlord.
Which he's going to...
At this point though, it doesn't really matter what he does. It's game. You're at 16, you're about to score another 3.
4.
Another 4, yeah. And I'm going to score nothing. So it's going to be like 20 to 6. So that is quite clearly a victory for the Draugr. Well, even if I got the treasure chest and killed your dude over there, which I can't get the chest in a turn.
Actually, hold on, yeah, it's a... Wow.
That was well game. Despite the adventurers doing some decent damage at range, I think we need to sort of rethink how we're doing their play a little bit with the wizards, but they do the damage, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, they just...
Well, that's it for the end of the video. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, you can come and join our Discord server and come chat with me and other members of our fun little community over there. You'll find a link in the description of the video. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel, you can do so by going and joining either our Patreon or YouTube members. Both of them have descriptions and links in the video's description. And we would like to give a shout out to everyone who does support via Patreon and YouTube members. Thanks to our Patreons, Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Samuel. And thanks to our YouTube members, Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Crystal Rollis, Ronya, Vinny, Lockloric, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Shelf, and Ariana Edwards. Lastly, a special shout out to Lady Witch Fox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for our channel, and 2X Morphic, who does all the background work on our Discord server. Thank you all for watching once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.